Hello, fellow fans of Hollywood. Let's take a trip back in time to the opulent Hollywood era. As we examine the extraordinary beauty and skill of the most stunning actresses from the years before the 1960s, get ready to be astounded. From captivating on-screen antics to legendary major roles, these women made an indelible impression on viewers with their deft, captivating, and compelling acting. Come along as we explore the lives and careers of these iconic actresses such as Gail Robbins. Let's explore the allure that still enthralls audiences today. Before we begin, grab a popcorn, take a seat, and get ready to be transported to a world where skill and flair are the keys to becoming the best. This is an experience you won't want to miss. Yvonne De Carlo. September 1st, 1922 was Margaret Yvonne Middleton's birthday. In the 1940s and 1950s, this Canadian-American actress, dancer, and singer rose to fame in Hollywood films. When De Carlo was 3 years old, her mother signed her up for a neighborhood dancing school. In the early 1940s, she participated in beauty pageants and performed in nightclubs as a dancer before rising to fame. Until 1964, when she was cast as Lily Munster, De Carlo was in debt despite having been in many popular movies. It was a happy show with audience appeal for both children and adults, the speaker remarks. Behind the scenes, too, it was a joyful production. Everyone loves collaborating with one another. Regarding her part, she said in 1987 that she believed Yvonne De Carlo was more well-known than Lily, but the Munsters helped her get a younger audience. It was also a reliable employment. Gene Simmons. Simmons was a well-spoken starlet in her day, an actress and singer from Britain. She mostly acted in British films during and after World War II, then started acting in Hollywood productions starting in 1950, for which she won several accolades. In the 2003 New Year's Honors, Simmons received an appointment as an Officer of the Order of the British Empire, OBE, for her contributions to acting. Lena Horne. Fans could see Horne in theater, television, and cinema during the course of her more than 70-year career as a dancer, actor, singer, and civil rights activist. At the tender age of 16, she became a nightclub singer and joined the chorus of the Cotton Club before relocating to Hollywood. On May 9, 2010, Horne died of congestive heart failure, and a number of well-known people attended her burial. Natalie Wood. Having started her career as a kid of 4, Natalie Wood made a seamless transition to young adult parts in movies that marked a coming of age for both her and Hollywood cinema. Being one of the rare actors to play both middle-aged and child parts throughout her career, critics have gone so far as to imply that her movie career depicts contemporary American women in transition. At the age of 43, Wood lost her life on November 29, 1981, off the coast of Santa Catalina Island. She was taking a hiatus from working on the 1983 film Brainstorm, which was supposed to be her comeback picture. Gina Lollobrigida. July 4, 1927 saw the birth of Italian actress, photographer, and politician Luigi Gina Lollobrigida. She was an international sex symbol in her day and one of the most well-known European actresses of the time. She's one of the few prominent, still-living performers from Hollywood's golden age of cinema, and she actively supports Italian and Italian-American causes, particularly those supported by the National Italian-American Foundation. Jane Greer. Greer was well known for playing the femme fatale Kathy Moffat in the 1947 noir film Out of the Past. She was born on September 9, 1924. The Guardian said in 2009 that she is among the greatest performers who has never been nominated for an Academy Award. Greer started her career in the show industry as a big band vocalist before becoming a professional model and winner of beauty pageants in her teens. She now has a star at 1634 Vine Street on the Hollywood Walk of Fame because of her many hit movies. Marilyn Monroe. Given her acting career and contentious life and death, Monroe is perhaps the most well-known of the period, and her name is still spoken today. Monroe, who gained notoriety for her humorous blonde bombshell personas, rose to prominence as a sexual icon throughout the 1950s and early 1960s, symbolizing the period's sexual revolution. For 10 years, she starred in films that brought in $200 million, or almost $2 billion in today money, at the top of the box office. Monroe continues to be a significant pop culture symbol. The American Film Institute ranked her 6th among the finest female films legends of Hollywood's golden age. She is regarded as one of the greatest actors who has never been nominated for an Academy Award, according to media reviewers and publications. Kim Novak. After signing with Columbia Pictures in 1954, Novak started her acting career and quickly rose to the top of the Hollywood box office rankings. In addition to a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, she's received 2 Golden Globe Awards and an honorary Golden Bear Award. Impressionist and surrealistic paintings are among the works of visual artist Novak. Currently, she and her spouse reside on a ranch. Carole Lombard. Born October 6, 1908, Jane Alice Peters became well known as an actress for her quirky, exuberant parts in screwball comedies. Because of her several hit movies that gave her the chance to show off her variety, Lombard was rated 23rd on the American Film Institute's list of the finest female stars of classic Hollywood cinema. She died in an aviation accident at the age of 33, ending her career. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford started her career as a dancer and was born Lucille Fay LeSueur on March 23, 1908. Or so she claimed, because her daughter claims 1904. A theater company accompanied her on tour before her Broadway debut. Crawford was first dissatisfied with her minor parts at Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer after signing with the studio in 1925. In the 1920s, she became well known as one of the most prominent clappers. Crawford would appear in movies as an industrious young lady. Women who, in the beloved rags to riches tales of the Depression period, discovered love and financial success. Before her films started to lose money, Crawford was one of Hollywood's greatest stars and among the most paid women in the nation. The actress was referred to be box office poison towards the end of the 1930s. Veronica Lake. On November 14, 1922, Constance Frances Marie Ackelman gave birth to Veronica Lake. She was most recognized for playing femme fatale parts, but her drinking problem caused her career to quickly collapse. She made an unsuccessful effort to bring her acting career back to life. Veronica, the autobiography of Veronica Lake, her book, was released in 1970. Lake's years of excessive drinking finally caught up with her, and in July 1973 she passed away at the age of 50 from acute renal damage and hepatitis. Olivia de Havilland. The film career of this British-American actress lasted from 1935 until 1988. De Havilland rose to prominence in the 1950s as a major actress thanks to her 49 feature film appearances. She became the oldest living and earliest surviving Academy Award recipient when she died in 2020 at the age of 104. Olivia de Havilland was regarded as one of the few big stars from Hollywood's golden age of film still living. Maureen O'Hara. From the 1940s through the 1960s, O'Hara, an actress and singer who was born in Ireland and became an American citizen, found fame in Hollywood. She was a natural redhead who specialized in playing smart, passionate women, particularly in westerns and adventure movies. She's collaborated on many projects with longtime friend John Wayne and filmmaker John Ford. O'Hara was renowned for her bossiness and didn't take no for an answer. Gloria Grahame. Grahame started her acting career in theater before landing her first movie role for MGM in 1944. However, at the time, nobody saw her as having a lot of promise for success. She had a few movie roles, but her career as a movie star quickly declined. Grahame continued her career in theater while playing minor parts in motion pictures and television shows. Her health quickly deteriorated after receiving a breast cancer diagnosis in 1974, and she refused to get treatment. Gloria Grahame went back to New York City where she died, aged 50, in October 1981. Gail Robbins. Robbins, who was born on May 7, 1921, was depicted as the famous model whose face has appeared on the covers of many leading magazines, and whose eyes and teeth are the trademarks respective of Maureen and Lodent in a 1941 newspaper story. She began working as a movie actress for 20th Century Fox in 1942 and eventually transitioned to television. Robbins is honored with a star at 6510 Hollywood Boulevard on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Mitzi Gaynor. On September 4, 1931, Franziska Marlene de von Gerber gave birth to Gaynor. Her family relocated to Hollywood when she was 11 years old. She began her career in the Corps de Ballet after receiving training as a dancer. She began performing with the Los Angeles Civic Light Opera Company at the age of 13, singing and dancing. In many cinema musicals, Gaynor performed, sang, and danced. She even starred alongside some of the top male musical artists of the day. Dorothy Lamour. Born Mary Letta Dorothy Slayton on December 10, 1914, Dorothy Lamour is well known for her roles in the popular comedies that starred Bing Crosby and Bob Hope in the Road 2 film series. Beginning in the late 1930s, she worked as a lead in many cinema musicals and sang lead roles in several comedies and dramas. Harriet Lee served as her vocal coach at the time. Marlene Dietrich. Dietrich, a German-American singer and actress, had a successful career from the 1910s through the 1980s. Dietrich made appearances in silent films and on stage in Berlin in the 1920s. She gained notoriety for her World War II humanitarian work as well. Dietrich provided housing and financial assistance and even spoke in favor of the German and French refugees' American citizenship. The actress received many medals from the United States, France, Belgium, and Israel for her efforts to boost morale among soldiers on the front lines during the conflict. She was well-deservedly honored when the American Film Institute ranked her the 7th greatest female screen legend of vintage Hollywood film in 1999. Ginger Rogers. As one of the most well-known figures from the Golden Age, Rogers often starred with Fred Astaire in musicals and movies that are still in demand today. With 73 films to her credit, Rogers is ranked 14th among the female stars of classic American cinema on the AFI's 100 Years, 100 Stars list. Ginger, My Story, her autobiography, was released in 1991. At the age of 83, Ginger Rogers passed away from natural causes in 1995. Cyd Charisse. Born on March 8, 1922, Tula Ellis Finkley made her cinematic debut in the 1940s, showcasing her dancing skills. As a consequence, she was often partnered with Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire. Regarding her interactions with Astaire and Kelly, Charisse said, "I think I can give an honest comparison as one of the few girls who worked with both of those dance geniuses. Kelly is, in my view, the more creative choreographer of the two. Astaire produces amazing routines for both himself and his partner with the assistance of Hermes Pan. However, Kelly is capable of writing a whole song for someone else. But in my opinion, Astaire has superior coordination than Kelly does. His sense of timing is amazing. However, Kelly is the most powerful of the two. He really boosts you when he does. In conclusion, I would say that they were the two charismatic dancers to have ever appeared on TV. However, comparing apples and oranges is like that. Both of them are wonderful." Ingrid Bergman. Swedish actress Bergman appeared in plays, television shows, and films in both Europe and America. With a 5-decade career under her belt, she is considered one of the most important actors in the history of film. Ingrid Bergman is regarded by the American Film Institute as the 4th greatest female screen legend of classic Hollywood film. Thanks to her on-screen talent, the half-German, half-Swedish actress has won 3 Academy Awards, 2 Primetime Emmys, Tony Award, 4 Golden Globes, a BAFTA Award, and a Volpe Cup. Lauren Bacall. According to the American Film Institute, Betty Joan Persk, who was born on September 16, 1924, is the 20th greatest female star of classic Hollywood films. One of the few stars from Hollywood's golden age of film, Bacall was a model turned actress who was well known for her seductive, sensual appearance and unique, deep voice. Jane Russell. During the 1940s and 1950s, Jane Geraldine Russell, an actress, singer, and model, starred in over 20 films and became one of Hollywood's most popular sex symbols. Russell received well-deserved recognition for her incredible job while acting, performing, being married 3 times, and adopting 3 kids. She died at the age of 89 on February 28, 2011. Katharine Hepburn. Hepburn was renowned for her bold, brash, and opinionated nature, which she carried over into her roles as an intelligent, independent woman. She demonstrated her versatility by starring in both literary drama and screwball humor, winning 4 Academy Awards for Best Actress. Hepburn refused to live up to society's expectations of women who could not give a damn about Hollywood. She was renowned for wearing pants before women were allowed to wear them. She was seen as a significant cultural icon and the embodiment of the modern woman in the 20th century America. Jean Harlow. On March 3, 1911, Harlene Harlow Carpenter was born. Harlow was a popular 1930s sex icon, well known for playing bad girls in those days. Jean Harlow, sometimes referred to as the Platinum Blonde and the Blonde Bombshell, gained notoriety for her role as the laughing vamp in cinema. Despite having a brief 9-year career, she was a major Hollywood celebrity. On June 9, 1937, she passed away at the age of 26 from renal failure while shooting Saratoga. Let's take a minute to recognize the eternal significance of this video, which is coming to an end in the realm of pre-1960s film. In a day of social media filters and digital improvements, these movies capture an unadulterated beauty that speaks to us profoundly. Past actresses, unaffected by the demands of beauty norms, rule the screen with a natural charm. Each frame depicts a scene from a bygone age with very contrasting performances and production quality. We are reminded of the skill and effort that went into making these cinematic masterpieces as we explore them. Thus, let's keep cherishing and unearthing these treasures as they really serve as monuments to the craft of cinema. If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon